Hey everybody, welcome to Forgotten Fates, a Dungeons & Dragons 3.5 edition campaign. We're currently in our 4th season, 5th week, 4th hour. Yes, didn't fuck that up. Yay. Totally forgot where we were. Where were we?
Vox had just come back.
He's getting his reward.
I'm getting his meeting set up at 7 p.m. tonight.
He's getting his just desserts.
And y'all were about to start having some in-party discussion.
To get their reward.
So what do you want to do tonight, Brain?
What we do every night.
Wait a minute, were you Brain or Pinky?
Try to get to White Castle.
Try to get the White Castle.
Same thing we do every night, Brian.
Same thing we do every night.
This is for reversing the roles.
So what are we doing? What are we doing there, Mr. Cal?
I don't know. Where are we going? We need these other items on the list.
What do you think that one thing that's not listed is? And we also got to find somebody that can do the ritual other than Pipsqueak.
I heard there was a super Faerun Mart nearby.
Who the hell are you? Shut up, you
Soon to
drunk.
be a tycoon.
This is super Faerun Marker, Brian.
That's the honey wine.
Butt out of the conversation, Stunty.
Well, this is your problem and your call. You just point me in the direction you want to go, and hopefully I get to kill an imp on the way.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out. I don't know. We'll have some other things to do. In the meantime, I'll try and figure out what the next plan is for that. So, might take a while.
For which one, sorry?
How to get her out of the card.
So first thing, get rid of the imp. Is that what I heard?
Well, we could use to stand to get someone else in our party. You know, I don't know.
We don't even necessarily need to get rid of the little son of a bitch. You can just make sure he's not holding anything over our heads.
Well, I don't know how to break the contract.
Oh, man.
So,
What do you mean, don't know how to break the contract? You already went deaf, blind, and dumb once.
what do you mean that breaks the contract?
Apparently he's still recovering.
Thank you, Peanut Gallery. Well, the condition was that happened if you broke the contract.
And you mean that's it? It doesn't just like reapply itself?
I don't know. Can you tear the thing up? How does that work? I should know that. Do I know that?
You would
I
know
don't-
that now, but he doesn't.
I don't have
a
the
copy of
contract.
it.
Don't know.
I do know you can just tear it up and it breaks it.
Hmm?
He just tears it up and it breaks it?
If he had it, yeah.
Yeah. Can he just, like, verbally, like, say, I'm done? Nope. I will not honor
No.
this contract? No?
That's not the same. Not the same.
Well, if you had a copy of it, or you had it, you could just tear it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'd probably be handy.
Yeah.
Don't.
The other thing is we break it like we did last time, and then don't go back on it.
Well, he never really told us what our next course of action was, so technically we should be fine. Because it was only in the dungeons he told us to go to. But he only told us the one.
I
Right.
do agree with that.
Right, so where do we go now? Well, we got the list. We got everything. We got everything we need except that one item, so we can ask around and see where
Well-
to get it. Get the other stuff.
No, we're still missing a couple things.
Well, that's what I mean. We're missing a couple things, but at least now we know what we're missing.
Except for, yeah, we know everything except for at least one item.
Right. We can ask other people where to get it. As long as we
need to
don't
find
ask.
someone. So you're saying we need to find someone who can do this first?
We need to ask somebody who knows where the stuff is other than him. Or we ask him and then you immediately break the contract.
I think. How about I got a better idea? Someone made this. Someone from this town made this.
This is true.
Someone knows how to undo it, and they might need some coercing.
Now you're talking.
We're only in the town for a night. Was there anyone?
Fox, I thought you went away. When did
didn't-
you come back?
I did you the whole time.
He
Oh,
just
did you not see
came
my poofiness?
Uh,
I know it's hard to.
I didn't. I'm sorry, I didn't recognize you in that ridiculous outfit.
If we're only in town for a night,
One more night.
was there
Oh, no.
anyone that turned around and disliked her, or
Yeah,
showed anything of it?
I told you guys then it was those creepy looking drow that were looking at him.
Drow where? Are you talking in the tent city?
Is that what that place is called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there might be a problem with that. Actually, before I go into the Sragg, how much knowledge would I know on this? Assuming that they're travelers and right next to the Underdark.
Oh,
etc.
no, nothing.
You know that they could be 2 days into the Underdark by this point if they felt like their mission was complete.
And I'm going to relay that.
Mm-hmm.
That
Or 2 days.
Oh, back in there.
Well, we don't necessarily need to go in there. You said they could be back in there if they thought their mission was complete. So why don't we make them think their mission's not complete?
How do we do
so,
that?
Is anyone like able to dress up and look like Andara? Oh God.
Wait, you can.
Oh,
You
God.
you can box. Can't you? You have that spell.
Oh wow.
Did
Tomorrow.
you know that before you said that? Or
As soon as I
did you
said, I
know
was like,
as
oh
you were
God.
saying it?
There's like, oh God.
I love the implications of this. It's great.
Oh.
Do you still breathe fire when you're in her form?
Did she breathe fire? Or no, that was Venom.
Oh, I see what you did there.
In there. Uh,
Well played, sir.
I just blink while I'm looking at him.
High five.
First things first. Let's handle tonight. Sounds like we got a great plan. I don't want to get dressed in this ridiculous outfit again.
That
Can we
makes
start
two of
tomorrow?
us.
What, that outfit? The ridiculous
Yes.
outfit? Okay. Or what you're going to be wearing tomorrow, because...
Tomorrow's gonna be worse.
I like how he doesn't think that one's ridiculous.
Tomorrow it's gonna be even worse. I just want done with one task before we go on to another, even more insane task.
Oh shit.
Well, if we're
Okay.
spending another day here, I think it's time for perhaps another rock kell performance,
What time is it?
Mr. Wolf.
What time is it? It's only been a couple hours. No, y'all woke up. You went over there. You are probably sitting around 2 p.m. by this point.
We should check the market.
I think I'm going to pass on the market today.
What? Why?
I
What?
don't have extras.
Extras what? This? I'm pointing at your clothes.
Yes.
We could get you
Yes.
better clothes, don't worry.
You know you can take the clothes off after you put them on.
Just set up right.
Maybe you should have asked for clothes as your favor.
Or did you? This is what you got.
No, this isn't what I
I
got.
think you
I'm
got
just
rid-
dressing up to ask what I want.
What?
You get
Wait.
that vague look of like weird. No.
Kel, I'm sure Kel is the only individual that understands where I might be going with on that one.
I might have a vague notion of what you're talking
Sounds like
about.
Kelsey.
Better
To be
close.
honest, I don't.
Better close.
Kel's smiling and nodding, confusedly looking.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Sure. Smile and nod. So,
Oh.
what are y'all gonna do for the next 4.5 to 5 hours? Drink?
Communicate.
Eat with what?
I don't know.
No, you're going with it. What with what? Is it, you see a bottle?
Water.
A goose just walked by. Okay.
Dude,
That's what I
kill
thought.
that goose. Get
I'm
its
sure
meat.
there's
Eat it.
plenty of female dwarves that haven't had
Whoa.
the touch of a halfling in a long time.
Oh. He's going after female dwarves.
I can't find
Sure.
any. The problem is there are no female dwarves.
Are you sure?
Lift up their skirts and check.
In your state.
Look under the beards.
They say, look, pull up the beard, you'll find what you want immediately.
What?
Yeah. Female dwarves also have beards.
Yeah, but how's pulling up is gonna help?
Think.
Sometimes the beards are long.
Wait, is a shorter or longer beard better in his circumstance?
The longer and the more
The
prestigious.
longer the better, I'm sure.
Oh.
It depends when he finds out.
Okay, so that's what Ardo's doing. You're going around looking under beards.
Okay, I'll go with it.
Yeah.
He's
All
gonna
the
get
way.
punched out at some point.
They're too much in shock. Dermot even like, what the hell is he doing? Oh no.
No.
Oh no. That's not gonna end well.
He's not believing that, is he?
So yeah. Anyone else got anything else that you're doing for the next couple hours? Or I'm gonna just
Actually, I think I'm gonna take a bath.
Did anyone else think he was going in somewhere else with that?
Yeah, I know. Take up
Yeah.
that.
So Rox goes upstairs and takes a bath. That's good. You get all dressed up proper.
Yes.
Where do you take your bath?
You
Do
don't
take it
know.
somewhere else, or?
You don't know.
I'm
You
gonna
don't
play
want to
music.
know.
You also play music.
First I'm gonna take a bath too, not in a separate bath.
Oh, okay.
Not in a separate
Are you
bath.
sure?
Not in a separate bath.
Definitely finding a separate bath.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I will play music in the tavern.
Did you check
Okay.
under his beard to make sure?
Yes.
All right. And you, Dermot?
Well, if you all go into baths, you're doing it all wrong. You gotta go to the dwarven bathhouses.
There's a bathhouse?
It's a dwarven town, of course. There's a bathhouse.
Is there a bathhouse?
There is a bathhouse.
I'm going
Dermot
to the
finds
bathhouse.
Ardo in the bathhouse,
I
You
am.
all head to the dwarven bathhouse.
looking for females.
God, this kid.
If there's, yeah, I'm not even gonna go there. Okay.
So, what do we do for the next 4 hours? Go to the dwarven bathhouse.
Apparently.
The party.
Okay.
Well, it's gonna be at least an hour or two with this having a good soak at the bathhouse.
That's it.
Yeah, that's very true.
There's nothing like tea and crumpets and a bathhouse.
Sorry you were locked in a cart, Andara, but this bathhouse.
You just see a card going.
Try not to stare.
I mean, that, if you were looking at the card. Yeah.
That's it. That's all he's got.
That's
He's
all
just
you-
sitting in his pack. He's just sitting this in his mind's eye.
Don't drop her in the water now.
There you go.
Magic.
Yeah. All right. So y'all go bathe, dress back up. Do you Ardo causes quite the uproar. He's almost escorted away in chains, but he manages to talk his way out of it.
Just want a woman for one night.
Whoa.
They direct you to the local brothel.
He turns there.
Huh?
Huh?
What'd you say?
I didn't say anything.
Yes, you did.
Oh, okay.
Not me.
The time finally comes around for your audience, Fox.
Yep, I get dressed or redressed and make sure I get everything, got my segment all
Okay.
ready, and I'll head
Have your
towards the audience.
friend come support you morally, or
Yeah, I'll request them. I'll ask them if they all want to attend.
audience with the queen?
Oh, this ought to be interesting.
Oh,
Yeah.
why not?
Why not? You only live once to.
No, I get in here.
Okay. So you head back over towards the temple where he said the audience would be.
Uh-huh.
You notice that this time there are guards everywhere. So you come up the main stairway and come out into the main chamber. There is just a line of guards all along the far wall from you. You can see that there's somebody in a large chair behind them.
Mhm.
A lot of people have gathered around and sitting in all the different pews and up in the balconies around. The high priest comes up, dressed up. Good, you're just in time.
Good, I'm glad.
Didn't keep her waiting at all.
I'm glad I did not keep her waiting. They don't want to keep her waiting at all.
So, are you ready with your request?
I hope so.
All right. He goes and announces, Your Majesty, may I present
What should be?
Vinamin Olog Zun, one of the saviors of the Chosen One, here to receive a boon. The guards part and the queen sitting up on her throne. And she says, she's kind of all proper, come forth.
I approach, and then I bow.
And they behead you.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
thank you. Honestly, thank you for the comic relief test. I've been stressing this for weeks.
He's making a penance for his sins.
As you're walking up and bowing, you hear the queen lean over and whisper, "Isn't that the halfling from the bathhouse?"
Oh God.
You also hear her. Let me see if you do. Yeah, have him brought to my chambers after the ceremony.
See, that made an impression. No.
Oh, thank God.
Halfling made an impression.
Thank you.
He may seem small, but he's really big. No.
Wow.
All right.
Oh.
So-
God. Okay.
What is the boon you request?
Before I make my request, Your Majesty, if I may, I would like to express an idea to you. In my time as a seller for the Arm and Hammer, I've traveled this great and mighty kingdom far and wide, and I've seen a place that would make for an ideal trading town, as well as a keep. This
Go on.
location would allow the kingdom to benefit from added trade, furthering our relations with neighboring towns, as well as acting as the keep which would provide protection for our merchants and traders traveling to and from the city. And with that would also extend our sphere of influence with this, or excuse me, of our great kingdom. As well, within the location would provide a place for the army to be able to rest if it ever needed to be mobilized, as well as defense. And if the worst should ever happen and it did fall, it would allow our citizens to be moved to safety if the city was to be attacked, or would allow another army to help defend the city.
I don't believe you've mentioned the location.
So, with that said, Your Majesty, I would request a title and the described portion of land for my ruling. And I would gladly express the location to you.
Please continue. I'm intrigued.
Okay. It is the northern pass for the land rise. There's two passes that connect for our trading to the west. The southern route, which currently has one, and then the northern one, which is undefended, and it's directly along the trade route, Your Majesty. We would be able to put in a keep there, as well as have a trading town.
Interesting.
Where
It's covered in uncouth savages at the moment.
Yes, Your Majesty, and that would be my other portion of my request was that I would need a portion of the army, if you would allow that title to be granted, to clear the land, as well as just for a small keep to be built there, and then I would fund the rest of it afterwards.
To move out the indigenous.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I see no harm in it. Frankly, I'm surprised we don't already have some form of outpost there. Huh. Yes, I could definitely use someone like you on my western border.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
We need more men of enterprise. Yes, granted.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
General, see that he has all he needs to take care of this little matter.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Thank you. You are dismissed. You there, small fellow.
Yes?
I believe you have not requested a boon either.
Oh,
She
no.
kind of winks at you.
He just smiles. Damn it.
Oh,
I seem to have caught you off guard. Perhaps you need some more time to think. Maybe
No.
over dinner.
Sure.
Just the two of you, eh?
Quite, she says at you quite lovely. Well, if there's nothing else here, please disperse. I'm retreating back to my personal quarters. General, collect the halfling. The guards start to
Oh, dear.
approach Ardo.
What a lovely beard, Ardo.
I go with them willingly.
Okay.
Duck admitted.
That's jealous.
No, not even a little bit.
General. Okay. All right. That's done. Y'all are pretty much rushed out of the church.
Does some Marvin Gaye music start coming on?
No, there's some music and the lights seem to all the candles lower.
Little Barry Manilow.
Yeah. There you go.
Let's get it on.
So Vox, you're left alone with Kel and Dermot and other nobles that are being rushed out of the building. Everything's
So
I'm
now,
glad that's over with.
what did you just end up doing? I tuned out. I wasn't paying attention.
I believe I got everything I asked for.
So what did you just end up doing?
I just got a title and lands to control.
Excellent.
And a keep.
A cape. Oh, now you're talking.
And a keep.
Oh, so fancy.
Yeah, did she say the keep was in like?
Oh,
in
a keep.
good
I thought you
standing?
said cape.
No, not a
Or
keep.
is it something you have to pay for?
I'm assuming because I said and the keep, and then after that I would pay for the rest. So the keep, I'm assuming, is being paid. I
The
think
keep upkeep.
the building that they are building, the keep, the castle.
He doesn't know what a castle is.
Oh, did you?
Oh, sorry. Don't be so
It's
daft.
those. It's those fortresses on the outside of the mountain, like an idiot would build.
Yes. Like an idiot would build. Yes.
Yeah.
Seems fitting. Well put.
I guess.
So,
Oh, can we go to the market now?
Are we there yet?
What?
Are we there
you,
yet?
you turn and tell them, "Gonna go to the market now." Lox, you're in the lead. This is your hometown. Your friends are
Sure.
wanting to go to the market.
Let's
Let me
all go to
change
the
out of these
market.
ridiculous clothes, and I guess we'll head to the market.
All right.
Rightio.
That doesn't take him very long. He sheds those as if he hated them more than y'all did. Is back in his traveler's robe
Oh,
and
thank
leads
God.
you out towards the tent city. He does seem quite relieved. It's almost as if he's been thinking about this for a while, and it's really been eating at him.
It has been.
BRB.
You get them outside to Hammer and Anvil,
Uh-huh.
where the market is still going, even though the hour it's about 8, but there's still torches up, and people still they're basically starting to pack up for the night now.
Okay. Well, let's take a look. Where did you see him?
See who?
See what?
I
The
was
one-
looking for the stuff on our list.
Oh. Well, then I guess we're off to go find an alchemist.
Is that this market? I don't know.
Yes, there's everything in this market. Well, almost
Like
everything. in this
Those things
market. It's worth a shot.
lead the way.
I need to go find a shell dealer. No. Who's got nuts? Who's got nuts?
D's nuts.
Wow. Yeah, you do find someone selling walnuts and pine nuts. And
Do you have any ent nuts?
And
Ant nuts?
I'm not smart at all.
he means Trent.
Trent, excuse me. Trent. I thought it was
Trent
ent.
nuts. Okay, thank you. That's
it was Ent.
it's a slang word for them, Ant. I'm afraid. No, we don't carry Trent nuts. That's a little more specialized. You probably need to speak to a druid.
Okay. Okay.
Wait, we can get that somewhere else.
I know there's Sragg. Don't I know that there's druids in the church? Besides
Druids in what church?
the temple.
The temple has druids? Oh. Yeah, I suppose you know if there are any. I didn't know there being druids there.
Okay.
Are you telling me because you read there were druids there, or because?
Yes, 'cause I
yeah,
read
there are 3 druids there. They all died yesterday.
Okay. And no, I don't.
Apparently, something went crazy. Some large vine monster destroyed all the druids in town.
I got
It
you.
was nuts.
There was a vine?
The last one of them was rode to the ground being stabbed while she was doing her second job as a washerwoman.
Is there a library in this town?
Yes, there's
Yes.
a public book burning building.
Okay. I need a book on alchemy.
Oh.
All
You
right.
keep looking for that. I'll look for an alchemist.
Well, where would I go?
Oh, I guess we
You
gotta
do
get
know of you do know of an alchemist shop in here. There actually is quite a famous alchemist, and there's an alchemy school as well.
Okay, well we'll go to the. I said, hold on. I think there's this famed guy that handles an alchemy and all that stuff. We'll head there first, then we'll go to the library afterwards.
All right.
And I'll head there.
You head over to the alchemist's shop. As you get there, the doors and windows are barred closed, and there's a sign hanging up. It says "Gone to Convention."
Yeah.
Oh. Failures.
Yep.
Let's
It does.
try. Yeah, let's try the school.
We get a book.
Yes, to get a book.
Good.
The school, the gates are open. You make your way inside, and you do indeed spot a janitor.
Which way to the library?
He points down at the end of the hall. There's a big pair of double doors.
Down we go. To
I
the
wouldn't.
library.
The librarian might be there. He's there every other day now, it seems.
Except maybe not today.
And what's wrong with that?
Well, not much been going on since all the students are at that convention.
Kel, it sounds like your place. Let's go.
That'll do.
That would be dragon. That would be.
You head into the library. The librarian is indeed there. What a turn of luck.
Luck? That's not lucky.
Luck. It is lucky. The librarian is there.
Oh, the
watching
librarian.
books.
I heard the librarian is, or the library is bare.
It is bare, but the librarian is there.
Okay.
It's bare of people, not of books.
I heard the librarian was the ring.
Is bare in it? No, just let's stop there.
Do you have an alchemy section?
She turns to you and looks. Welcome to the library for the School of Alchemy.
The
say
whole
more.
thing?
Yes, sir.
Do you have a section on material components?
You're looking for magical components?
Is
The way
there
you
not?
word that.
Well, I'm not necessarily looking for magical
You want
components.
ingredients.
Reagents.
Aren't those the same thing?
Difference of term, but yes. I take it you're not a practitioner of the art.
Soon to be.
Not yet.
Well, yes, the ingredients and reagents you will find in the back right corner.
Okay.
Hey, Shrek, since he goes off and does that, I'm gonna ask, do you have anything for alchemy for idiots?
He hands him a poison stopper vial. Drink this. It'll
Yeah.
solve it.
Solve everything. But
I'm
alchemy
afraid
101.
not. A
How about
beginner's book, maybe? Sure. She holds up one. It's got a kid, two kids holding hands and a cauldron in the middle. Here you are.
Yay! I'm gonna sit down and read it, study, and put it to memory.
Page 1. Water. Take empty vial, dunk in river. You produced water.
Well, I see how that's going.
All right. Can we do search checks to see if we can find our any
What are you
help?
looking for exactly?
I want to know several things. One of the things
Okay.
I need to know is it said cold lava erupted volcano, right?
Huh?
What exactly do I need from that? Is it just the ash or is it the lava that's cool? So just a rock? I'm kind of looking for that. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure where the nutshells of a Trent come from.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Oh, two guesses.
Jeez, nuts. Yeah. And that dragon eggshell,
Yeah.
what the significance of that is, and what it does to a mixture.
Okay.
And then how do you capture the bottled fine last breath of a drow or whatever?
All right. Yes, you get the knowledge you're looking for on those items. You find out that to get the last breath, you'll have to have a specially prepared container. Usually a stoppered vial that's prepared magically. To get you do find out it is indeed the rock that you need from a cooled lava slide. As far as dragon eggshell,
Cooled lava, what? What'd you say? Swine?
no, a run of cooled lava, you like chip up part of the rock from
Oh,
it.
okay.
Slide, I think is what I tried to
Oh,
say.
slide. That's what you said. Sorry.
I might be slurring a little bit because I'm not all,
I can't hear out of one ear, so.
can't hear out of one ear and deaf in the other.
Right.
Understand.
That is true.
You find out that the Trent nutshells are actually a reagent that's used in a couple of different potions, but they can also be used magically to cause confusion spells to widen. They just seem to be a much stronger version of regular nutshells from most other potions. If you were going to use walnut shells in it and use Trent nutshells instead, then it would have 3 times the effect generally. And the dragon eggshells, something to do with the longevity of the dragons, is used in the most potions using them. Longevity, or depending on the type of dragon, it could be for resistances.
So, the older the better?
The older the better, yeah.
Okay. That is 1, 2. The ritually prepared symbol's pretty obvious, right?
Yes, that's fairly obvious.
We need to go to a church. Yeah. Okay. I have a question about that. Are every symbol that every cleric has ritually prepared?
No, it has to be a ritually prepared symbol from her church too. Not every symbol is ritually prepared.
Okay.
It's got to be basically a blessed symbol.
I thought most clerics blessed their stuff.
This one specifically, it must be blessed, like the same ritual you would use to make holy water on the symbol.
Okay. So clerics don't all bless their
Not all the time.
symbols? Okay. Okay.
It's just the same thing, like if you were to think about it in a modern term. People with cross necklaces, not all of them are actually prepared. Every now and then, though, you run into one of them that is.
Okay.
So it may be possible to find one of those without actually dealing with a member of the church, but it's probably better to talk to a member of the church.
Yeah.
For them, it'd be an easy thing.
So how long does that take me to gather that info?
You're there for about an hour and a half reading, but you get comfortable with what you wanted there. Actually, you've got that spell.
Yeah, I could use it if I need to.
If you use the spell, you just touched a book and then you left. I got the info that you needed.
Level 1 spell. Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. So you go up, you see a book. Alchemical ingredients, so-and-so combining by... Okay. Rather old book. Written by Ost Nightbreeze. The binding's almost falling apart. You touch it and eat all the information in it.
Great. And then I just turn and walk back to the group.
Okay. So, the group is now back together, except for Ardo, who no one knows what happened to. He's been gone for ages. What do y'all say to each other? You got anything going on here? What's the plan?
I got what I needed.
I've discovered water.
We're good to go, Vox. We can go. You guys ready to head on out?
Yep. I'll ask the librarian if I can either purchase it or rent it, borrow it.
Rent what?
The book.
That basic starter book?
Librarian,
she says you can have it.
Actually, never mind.
Can I have one too?
A starter book? She
Yeah.
reaches down and hands it to you, yeah.
Do you have the next version?
That one you would have to purchase.
How much is that one?
5 gold a copy.
Done. And the third book.
500 gold. Master's Alchemy.
Done. Here is 505 gold.
Okay. Alrighty. Write them down on your sheet or they'll fall out.
Okay. I'll buy a master's book too.
Alright, so each of you is 505 gold.
And then I'll cast the spell and touch the other books. Be like, nah, wait, I don't really need this one.
Do you give it back?
Yeah. And that,
the master's book?
I know, I buy the master's book.
Uh-huh.
Just because I need to keep that one.
Okay.
But I just touched the other books.
Okay. You got a starter book.
Touched it.
Touched it. The second intermediate book. Touched it.
Yeah.
And you kept the master's book for 500.
Correct.
Okay. It's a rather heavy book, but slides neatly into your pack. Vox, you've got all 3 of them.
Okay. Beginners.
Using those books, just by having the books right underneath them,
Master.
you can take 10 minutes of reading and get a +4 bonus on guessing a potion's what it does, or what components can be used to make something. A +4 bonus on the guess.
+4 on potions.
Yeah. Not +4 on potions, +4 on guesswork with that. +4 on alchemy checks. Just put that down.
Okay.
+4 on alchemy checks if you take 10 minutes reading the books.
Okay, thank you.
That makes it simple. Same thing for both, yeah.
Works for me. Oh, craft. Alchemy.
How much does it weigh? You said it was rather large.
The book weighs about 5 pounds. Don't actually put the skill on your sheet, Vox. Just leave it noted down there.
Yeah, okay.
Because you don't actually have that skill.
I gotcha. Not yet.
Right.
Okay.
All that is an effect that'll give you a miscellaneous modifier if you have read it for 10 minutes
Gotcha.
each time.
Okay.
So you did catch that I cast a spell and read those other books, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Just because I wanted that knowledge. Great. All right. I think I have what we needed. Thank you.
Oh, it's about time. I'm falling asleep in here.
She waves you off.
Well, back to the end for the night. Wait
So-
for Ardo.
Yeah, I got some good news and I have some bad news.
Oh boy. Well, what's the bad news?
The bad news is that we have a long way to travel to collect at least a couple of these items where I know for a fact they are.
Yeah. And like what?
Well, that's the good news. I know what we need to get this list complete. I just don't know what we need to get next.
Well, I got some good news for you.
You figure out what water is?
Yes. Besides that, I hold up the one scroll of transportation I have left. Teleportation. Bleh.
Mhm.
I got one scroll left of teleportation.
One. Okay.
One.
It's a one-way trip.
Or tomorrow we can turn around and we'll work at finding something else and see if we can locate some more.
So I'll give you the information I got so you guys can think about this too. So we need the last breath. And I look around, make sure no one's listening. Of a drow, right? Okay.
Mhm.
But we need a magical vial to keep it in first, so we're gonna need that. That we can collect here.
Yeah.
Part of our other, project that we have going on. We can get that item here as well as do that. Maybe find
Okay.
someone who knows how to perform the ritual and get that information, which is what you were thinking and getting excited for, Dermot.
Excellent.
Okay. The other problem is you remember that lava, that explosion of the volcano? Yeah, I need a rock from there.
That was on the land rise, right?
Yeah, I guess it's not too far from here. I mean, I remember where you showed me where we were on the map, and it's not too far from here.
Well, if you show me
You'd
where
have to go
we're at
west
on
of Land
the
Rise.
map, show me where we're at on the map, then we can pass through.
Yeah, the problem is back to the other items.
Oh, okay. You talking the dragon egg?
Yeah, because I figured the older the dragon shell, the better. Or the older the dragon, rather.
Okay, so you're thinking that green?
Yeah, which is way back there.
Okay.
And the symbol of Illustray, well, I don't really know of too much
Didn't-
about a church, but
Wasn't Andara saying there was something about a church in the forest there?
yeah,
where the-
she didn't know where it was. That's what we went looking for. I don't even know if it's still there.
Oh, it sounds like we can, dare I say, knock out two birds, one stone.
There's also a Trent around that area.
There is. I know where that's at.
Yeah. I don't know if he's going to give us his nutshells.
Oh, I'm sure he can be persuaded.
Well, not quite asking like that, I'm sure not.
Hey, yo, can I have your nutshells?
We're going to need
I
We're gonna
need
need
these
some
nuts.
help. I can't heal us. I think we're going to need some help getting these things. So maybe we should think about that as well while we do these other tasks in town.
Okay. So are you proposing that we try to recruit someone then? Like a paladin ways, or are you thinking something else?
I don't know, we just need someone temporarily who's willing to help for minimal cost.
Well, I don't know if money's an issue based on your last performance.
Well, I don't know, maybe we could buy some of these things here.
He can't always perform.
I take it, are you referring to me or to Kill on that one, Dermot?
To kill. When did you play
Come
anything?
into money?
Maybe.
Do you mean that performance with the queen?
Maybe.
Interesting. I wouldn't call that a performance.
Oh, thanks.
You don't know what you got yet. Have you seen that keep?
I know what the keep's gonna look like. They have to build it.
Oh, so it's not built. Nothing's
Yes,
there.
it's not built.
Oh, okay, then never mind.
Oh, thanks.
What? I just assuming it was like a keep that had already been there. Maybe it's in. You said there's indigenous people there.
No, there's.
They moved them off the res.
No, they're nomads, and they believe that the cliff is a religious site.
For what?
Burials
For whom?
for their people.
You don't know who they pray to?
Sragg, it's indigenous. Did they follow any of the main ones, or
Yeah.
was it just some? lesser-
There's some god of battle. You don't really pay too much mind to it.
Yeah, it's like some.
Tempest or something like that.
What'd you
Tempest.
say?
Tempest, I think that's it. The god of war. Yeah.
Oh no. Okay, great.
I'm never visiting that guy.
I'll probably fight to the bitter end. You know that kind of thing.
Arbiter.
Continue, please. Don't let me stop you. You just asked for the information.
Yeah.
Which I gave
So
you.
there you go.
So let's lay our trap back at the tavern.
Let's all go to the tavern then.
Works for me.
So you head back to the tavern. When you get to the tavern, we're not due for breaking time soon, are we?
We're due right now.
We're due right now. Let's take a break and I'll fix this up. You get back to the tavern and open the doors, and you see the general sitting there, having a beer at the table. About time you got here. We have things to discuss.
Oh, time for your shit. I'm just kidding. Didn't say that. Thanks everybody for watching on Twitch. We'll be back in a few minutes. If you're watching on YouTube and you want to know when the next episode gets posted, hit that subscribe button.
Hit those buttons.
Also, leave us a comment and give us a like if you're enjoying. We love reading comments, and we'll see you in a bit.